If you are out here looking for people to join your team, or you're trying to find that job, there's some things that you just don't do. Let's talk about the things you don't do. The things that you should never do is we're here interviewing and trying to find that diamond in the rough. Tell you before you go to these interviews, you either make sure you're checking your social media. And for your hiring managers out there, don't be so much in a rush to just hire a warm body. Make sure you get the right person for that position.
Whoever you're hiring, you gotta understand that it's just not about you. It's about your team as well.
I always like to believe that hire the attitude, get a call back. So, I mean, these are just some things that you need to make sure you're doing even prior to you going to the interview. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Today we are going to talk about, I don't know about you, but this job market has become very, very, very difficult. So, let's figure, hey, let's just talk about it. Let's jump right in it. So, for me, I'll tell you, like all of us, we're here interviewing and trying to find that diamond in the rough. And that's exactly what it's called, a diamond in the rough. I can't tell you, it's just, if you are out here looking for people to join your team, or you're trying to find that job, there's some things that you just don't do. Let's talk about the things you don't do. The things that you should never do is, first and foremost, if you're looking for a job, please never come to an interview in some jeans or just your hair is not done, your nails not done, you're not giving good eye contact, your clothes are wrinkled, you're not sitting up straight, right? I think that's probably, or even better than that, coming to the interview late. That's just a no-no. When you come to interviews, I understand things have changed, but the reality of it is that when you're in hospitality, or you're really trying to do something that's in real estate or property management, you want to dress to impress. You want to put on your best outfit, put your best foot forward, making sure you're checking all those boxes, because regardless, that person that's doing the interview, they are looking at every single solitary thing that you could possibly wouldn't be thinking of. I know for myself, when I'm interviewing, first and foremost, I'm making sure you're on time or before time. That's very important. Making sure that you got a nice, firm handshake. Now, I'm going for the guys. I've had some guys that, you're taught to give a good handshake, but I've had some men that overdid it as if they're lifting weights, and that could send a wrong message too. It needs to be firm, but it doesn't need to be just over the top. Ladies, you can give a firm handshake as well. It tells a lot about a person. It tells about if you're confident, if you're insecure, and if you're prepared. The next thing is, once you're in an interview, it's always good to bring that resume, because sometimes the hiring manager, he might not have it with them, or you just never know. It's good to have it just to have it. Most hiring managers have already done their research, so they are already kind of looked at everything. But again, you want to be professional. I'll also tell you, before you go to these interviews, you either make sure you're checking your social media. You need to make sure that you do not have things on social media that can be very offensive. You need to make sure that that's for your Instagram, that is for the LinkedIn page. You need to make sure your LinkedIn page is up to date, and make sure your Facebook is well. Again, I've seen situations where, I was going to hire someone, and I'm sure there's a lot of colleagues of mine that have done the same. They were about to hire someone, they went to your social page, and guess what? We see a different side, and you never get a call back. So again, these are just some things that you need to make sure you're doing even prior to you going to the interview. Make sure you always can come to talk about a situation or a task and what was the action you did as far as being successful. And also, another question you might have is they might ask you, tell me some areas of opportunity. I mean, none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes, but however, what did you learn from that mistake? I always hate when someone says, I have no opportunities. I'm perfect. But we know that's not the truth. So always, it's okay. It's okay to be a little vulnerable as long as you learn from it, right? So come prepared. Next thing is very important is doing an interview. Like I mentioned before, make sure you're taking time to really just think through the question. If you don't understand the question, just say, "Hey, I don't understand it," or maybe, "Can you repeat it?" Those things are very important. So make sure you always keep these things in mind when you come for an interview. And when a hiring manager asks you the question of, "Do you have any questions for me?" Don't say no. Have a question. Come prepared. Do your research. Maybe you need to look and understand some about the company, or maybe a little bit more about the position. You might want to ask a question about the position. These are very things important. And for your hiring managers out there, you know, don't be so much in a rush to just hire a warm body. Make sure you get the right person for that position, because if you don't hire the right person, then you're going to find yourself in high turnover. I always like to believe that hire the attitude, teaching the business. I mean, in this day and age, I mean, we can teach, but one thing I've always told you, you cannot teach a person to have a great attitude, especially in hospitality. So you got to make sure that you hire the attitude. Make sure that way you'd have no regrets. But again, make sure you're doing your part. Be very genuine when you ask the questions, and allow that person to kind of open themselves up and be who they are. That way you can see the real person. But most importantly, more than anything else, you got to trust your gut. If your gut is telling you that this is not the right person, then trust your gut that that's not the right person. And also keep in mind that whoever you're hiring, you got to understand that it's just not about you. It's about your team as well. You want to make sure that you are hiring the right person that can deal with the team, because even it might be a good fit for you, it might not be a great fit for your team. This is all about putting the pieces together. So you got to make sure that you keep that in mind as well. I'll stop there, guys. But again, thank you again for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.